Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Yeah, I had to laugh. I had to break out my old timepiece here. Uh, cool pocket watch I was given a long time ago. It's a reminder of me of importance time. One of the things I like to talk about with people is understanding how time affects them and what it means to them. You might wonder why that has something to do with doing therapy or helping people to get better. A lot of times, haha, no pun intended. We get stuck in certain ideas about how time works for us and what we have to do in a certain amount of time. You hear a lot of expressions about how to save time. Um, I don't believe in a lot of the things that we use expressions for. They sound great, it's but you really can't save time. Time is not a resource that you can put time in a bottle. Haha, another pun. The idea is time keeps moving and flowing. So the thing is how do you spend your time and what do you do with your time is important. Also, though, what kind of time perspective you're locked into. I'll give you an example. If you're the kind of person who lives in the past, and you will see people who play old rock music or whatever time period of music they have, and they play that over and over again, and they never do anything new, and you notice that they're stuck. A lot of times they remember the happy days or the old days or things that they used to do, and they're very, very set in that, and they don't want to let it go. That can create problems because even though it's happy to have nice memories, if you live your life in a memory, then you don't live your life in the present. In the same way, if you are very focused on what's going to happen in the future, that can easily lead to problems with anxiety. A lot of times, I tell people that if you're a very past oriented person, that you worry about things in the past, things that happened. You focus on the bad things that happened, especially, and your focus is on things that were upsetting to you. Maybe you had a very rough time at some point in your life or a very rough childhood. If you become stuck in that, then what also happens is you sort of see your world through that past time depressive feeling. On the flip side, if you're very much worried about what's going to happen and you start thinking of all the possibilities, then you can get locked into anxiety very easily. It's a case of where the past can shape and change things that are going on in your life right now, which will affect how things pan out in the future. Being able to let go of the past and let go of that time frame is important. It's important to have balance. And I always tell everybody that there's room for everything and you should balance things out in your life. It's good that you can remember some of the stuff in the past because that may teach you not to make that mistake again. It also may be important to remember something good that happened in your past so that you can, get a little inspiration to do something that you want to do now from that good memory or that happy memory you have of things. It's a little bit important to think about things you want to do and where your goals are in the future, where you want to be at, how things are going to affect you. It all should be rooted very deeply, though, in the present moment. If you're not paying attention to what's happening to you now, and you literally begin to live always in the past or always in the future and not be present, then you sort of miss out on life. There's an old saying, I think I even seen it come up in a movie, that the past is just a memory or it's gone and the future hasn't came yet. What we have now is called the present, and it is the present. It is a gift. So learning how to live in the present doesn't mean being totally hedonistic. It means that you're learning how to pay attention to what's around you and enjoy what you have. I always talk to people about the idea that never we sort of live in this I wish I want future frame of mind of what we want to get. And then people never end up getting what they want and they never want what they have. And it's really sad. If you could learn how to enjoy what you have and then want it, you'll be able to say, I always got what I wanted. In this way, you appreciate what you've got and enjoy life. And if you're saying, I want to be happy, or I want to feel good, or I want to just feel better. Well, this is the route to feeling better, is taking stock of what you have in the present moment. Also, how you spend your time. A lot of times we do a lot of things in our time to get rid of things. In other words, we over focus on frivolous things. It's okay to have balance and enjoy some time playing a video game. Perfectly fine. Watching a movie, doing something that has no other big purpose rather than just enjoying yourself. It's good to enjoy. It's good to relax. I've spoke about it before though, if you become over consumed in spending your time doing things that don't benefit you, it can get to a point where you've totally lost track of what's going to happen in the future, where you're trying to go, your goals, things that you want to achieve. So, taking a look at time in that sense allows you to release things from the past, but keep enough memory to know how to guide yourself. History is important, but it's not everything. Neither is planning for the future. And you'll notice that some people that over plan or over worry about the future will become nervous, fidgety, anxious. People that become stuck in the past can become very depressed. Even if it was a great past, you can become stuck in how great it was and why things aren't that great now. And you end up losing your present moment because you're not paying attention to it. So take a moment to think about time and all its effects on you. And where are you oriented? Are you always thinking about things that happened in the past? Are you always worried about the future? Are you able to settle in the middle somewhere and sort of balance those things out? Time is very important for doing that. Time is very important for figuring out it's moving, it's going. So I need to use it like any good resource or any good tool to accomplish the things I want to and to enjoy what's around me and to be prepared. There's that next moment that you're always working in the present and you're opening up the doors to the next moment. And time keeps flowing through that present moment. It is the crucible. It is the point, like in an hourglass. It's that point where it comes to, and that's the present. And that is what you want to be able to understand and enjoy, to calm yourself, to focus on. There are a lot of ways of achieving that through meditation, through deep breathing exercises, through yoga. And there are different ways of getting exercise that can make you, very present minded and very focused. When you're doing an exercise like running or something, you're having to focus on your breathing, you're having to focus on what you're doing. So it pushes you into being able to focus on what's happening right now. So think about how you spend your time and ask yourself, are you spending too much time in the past? Are you spending too much time in the future? Are you oriented in one of those ways? And can you bring yourself back into the present moment and focus? Okay. I hope you have a great day. It was nice talking to you. And remember, time is on your side. Yes, it is.